If you're over 60, I want you to pause for a moment and really think about this. Every movement you make, or choose not to make, can directly influence your heart's health. You might feel fine, maybe even strong. But what if I told you that some of the very exercises you've trusted to keep you fit could be quietly working against your heart? Not immediately, not obviously, but subtly, day by day, creating strain your body can't sustain. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. According to many cardiologists and senior fitness specialists, a surprising number of older adults experience heart-related issues, not from inactivity, but from doing the wrong kinds of exercise for their age and condition. These cases are more common than people realize. Elevated blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, even silent cardiac strain. These can creep up slowly, even if you're active and appear healthy. And here's the twist. It's often not a poor diet or lack of movement that causes the damage. It's the wrong kind of movement, the kind that puts unnecessary stress on a heart that's aging and needs a different kind of care than it did 20 or 30 years ago. In this video, we'll go over 5 specific types of exercise that experts say may quietly weaken your heart instead of strengthening it. But more importantly, you'll learn what to do instead. Safe, heart-friendly movements that support your health long-term. If you're over 60 or care about someone who is, this may be one of the most important things you hear all year. And the very first one might be hiding in your current routine. Let's begin with one of the most talked about exercise trends in recent years. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT. These fast-paced workouts alternate short bursts of extreme exertion with brief rest periods. They're popular for a reason. They're efficient, intense, and trendy. But here's what heart health experts are warning. HIIT can be dangerous for aging hearts. After 60, your cardiovascular system simply doesn't bounce back the way it used to. The heart becomes more sensitive to pressure, your arteries might be stiffer, and sudden exertion can trigger unwanted spikes in blood pressure or arrhythmias. Research shows that when seniors push themselves into these rapid, breathless states, their heart has to pump harder and faster, often beyond its safe limit. For many older adults, this doesn't build strength, it builds risk. The damage might not be immediate. It might come in the form of dizziness, unusual fatigue, or slight breathlessness that gets dismissed as just getting older. But over time, these are warning signs. And the saddest part? Most people choose HIIT because they want to stay strong, mobile, and independent. The intention is right, but the method may be too much. According to senior fitness coaches and cardiology experts, gentler forms of movement like Tai Chi, light swimming, and walking are far more sustainable for people over 60. These activities offer all the benefits of cardiovascular movement, without the dangerous spikes. Exercise should strengthen your heart, not shock it. Let's move on to the second hidden danger, one that has less to do with cardio and more to do with strength training. There's a long-standing belief that strong muscles equal a longer, healthier life, and that's absolutely true to an extent. But the problem arises when we misunderstand what strength training means as we age. Fitness professionals who work with older adults often caution against exercises like crunches, sit-ups, or heavy lifting, especially when done without guidance. That's because these movements increase intra-abdominal and thoracic pressure. In simple terms, they create a pressure surge inside your body that pushes against your heart and blood vessels. Medical studies show that holding your breath while lifting, a common mistake, can cause a dangerous spike in blood pressure. And for seniors with hardened arteries or hidden plaque, this momentary surge can lead to chest discomfort, dizziness, or even cardiac rhythm issues. What's heartbreaking is that these exercises are often done with good intentions. People think they're protecting their health, when in reality, they may be overstressing the one organ they're trying to protect most. The solution? Don't stop strength training. Just modify it. Use resistance bands instead of weights. Focus on slow, controlled movements. Avoid holding your breath during exertion. And consider working with a fitness coach who understands cardiovascular safety for seniors. Staying strong doesn't mean lifting heavy. It means lifting smart. Now, let's talk about a risk that comes not from how you move, but from where and when. Temperature extremes, both hot and cold, can stress the heart, especially as we age. Many seniors step outside for a brisk walk in the winter or a jog during a hot summer day without realizing that the environment is quietly working against them. In cold weather, blood vessels constrict. This raises blood pressure and makes the heart pump harder. In the heat, vessels dilate, dehydration sets in faster, and the heart races to cool you down. Both situations can place unexpected demands on a system that's already less adaptable. Emergency room data shows a spike in heart-related incidents during weather extremes, particularly among older adults who are simply trying to stay active. A walk around the block can turn into shortness of breath, dizziness, or even collapse, not because of exertion, but because of environmental stress. That's why heart specialists recommend prioritizing temperature control. Exercise indoors on extremely hot or cold days. Drink water before, during, and after your workout. Dress appropriately. And most of all, listen to how your body feels. Staying consistent is more important than staying outside. Choose comfort and safety over challenge when the weather works against you. Now let's turn to a very common type of movement, one that feels energizing at first, but can wreak havoc when performed too quickly or without balance. Jumping, rapid movement, and sudden direction changes. Movements like jumping jacks, burpees, stair sprints, or quick dance classes may seem fun and even youthful, but for seniors, they pose a hidden danger. These fast, jarring motions can trigger rapid fluctuations in heart rate and blood pressure. And because aging bodies often have slower reflexes and weaker balance, the risk of falling or fainting increases dramatically. Studies in senior fitness show that sudden changes in movement, especially those involving twisting, turning, or impact, can confuse the body's coordination systems. The nervous system takes longer to respond. Oxygen delivery may lag, and the cardiovascular system struggles to keep up. This isn't about being weak. It's about biology. Heart health experts recommend choosing movements that are fluid, stable, and predictable. Tai Chi, yoga, stretching, and water aerobics are fantastic alternatives. They improve coordination and circulation without overwhelming the heart. Remember, strength at this stage of life isn't about how fast you move. It's about how gently you protect what matters most: your balance, your peace, and your heart. And now, the fifth and final risk, one that often hides behind convenience and good intentions. It's exercising too close to bedtime. Evening exercise might seem like the perfect solution. The house is quiet. The chores are done. You finally have time for yourself. But research shows that exercising too late can disrupt your body's ability to wind down and enter restful, restorative sleep. This is especially true for older adults, whose sleep cycles, also known as circadian rhythms, are more delicate and easier to disturb. Raising your heart rate or body temperature before bed stimulates the nervous system and delays the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. And poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It increases blood pressure, inflammation, and the risk of insulin resistance. It can even trigger irregular heart rhythms. Instead, shift your movement to earlier in the day, ideally the morning or early afternoon. These times support natural energy rhythms and make it easier to wind down in the evening. Let your nights be about calming your body, not energizing it. That's when healing happens. Before we end, I want to share something personal with you, not as a medical expert, but as someone who deeply cares. Over the years, I've read hundreds of stories, case reports, and interviews with older adults who experienced heart issues they never saw coming. Many of them said the same thing: "I didn't think it was a big deal." That phrase haunts me, because after 60, almost everything becomes a big deal. How you move, when you eat, how you sleep, how you respond to stress. Your heart, after beating for you every second of your life, is asking for something different now. Not intensity, not perfection, just attention. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You just need to tune into your own body, choose movement that heals instead of harms, choose rest that restores, choose balance over burnout. There's no prize for pushing too hard. There's only the quiet, powerful reward of waking up every day with a heart that feels steady, supported, and safe. So as you move forward, let go of the myth that you have to train like you're still 30. Instead, move like someone who loves their body, who honors their journey, and who wants to live better, not just longer. And if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you. That tells me you care, not just about adding years to your life, but life to your years. If this video helped you, leave a comment with the number 1 below. If you'd like to see something different next time, type 0 and share your thoughts. We read every comment.